Sure.
Alright, we're just working our way through and trying to decide what we may or may not need. Med darts, he has like 13 of those. Those are expensive. I think we left the clone in the apartment complex. I was so far away, there's like literally no way to get back to it. So that's over here. And then we're going to make our way to Denver and actually do main story stuff. I wish I could say I like the way that one looks. Okay. Just get our merry little band back together and do our thing. Oh, no. Was worth coming here, regardless. I thought I left my clone here, but maybe I didn't. Well, if we're looking for a cat follower, this is the place. I don't know what I did with my clone, but I guess it wasn't too. It's like having companions is always useful, but. The right way to say it is that we probably don't need that companion that badly. Man, I want that speed upgrade. Oh, it must be found through the main game. We still have access to like the basic AI module. Colorado, Canyon Arrow, Canyon Arrow. What is that? Quick and easy haul.
Maintain your vehicle and don't stop if you don't have to. These days, a flat tire or a stalled engine could be the end of you, consumed by the elements. And I don't just mean the weather, if you get me. You all are buttering me up one side and down. Just some odds and ends I'm taking a trade. Might be useful.
Don't think I'm ever going to need those shotguns again. Okay.
There they are, the Marshal's best friends. Howdy, Rangers. And before you answer, here's a free sample for being such a friend to the Marshals. Now, you want to see the rest? Hey, our pleasure. Always glad to help. Let me open the back.
Weapon mods. Basic laser pistol, I don't think we need anymore. Okay.
out there. This is Milton. Have supplies. To find me. Coordinate followed.
We're getting close to Denver. That didn't pop up anything.
Let's play a melancholy one now, okay? A song about love, loss, and moving on. A song to touch the heart.
There's more shit out here. Going to Denver.
Outsiders are forbidden to interfere.
At ease, Sister Glory. I know what this is about. The Patriarch has sent the famous Desert Rangers to inquire after his son, Valor. I'll be with you in just a moment, Rangers. Justice is swift in God President Reagan's America. Well, well, so polite. Excellent. We have something we'd like to discuss with you, too. Ronnie, are you ready to begin the trial?
Yes, Nancy. Present the accused.
What the
I've heard about this thing. Some kind of sentient super weapon, so watch out.
Thank you, husband. First, the heathen Godfisher attacked 3 of our commandos, captured 1, cut off his limbs, and sent him screaming into the sky.
The gods of the sky must be appeased, or the nurturing rains will never come. Thus, we appease them with our sacred kites and the blood of unbelievers.
Well, that doesn't sound very civilized. What's the other one done?
No justice could be more American than the justice of God President Reagan. Now please, no further interruptions. The other one, husband, is a communist robot from the machine commune who trespassed on our land.
Your designation is incorrect. We are a direct democracy. And I entered your lands to heal the injured humans. It is irrelevant whether one is communist. Communist? Communist? As for the hippie, no one can be denied the promise that is, well, America. Let's give her a second chance. Go and, send no more.
Fools! The gods of the sky will devour you.
Thus is justice done in America. God bless us, and God bless God President Reagan. Sorry to keep you waiting, but matters of state must come first. I'm Mother Nancy Reliance, and this is my husband, God President Reagan. Welcome to the shining city on the hill. Funny you should ask. I have a proposal in mind that could get you one, as well as help you with your Valor Buchanan problem. Come and join Ronnie and I in the Western White House. We'll meet you in the sacred server room and discuss it there. Okay?
Well, hello down there. Looking forward to seeing you inside.
that is questioning their system, like, tanked our rep, so...
Make it to rain gently upon us, but batter our enemies with hail! Oh, gods, accept this harvest, this spirit to be given. Gods of the endless sky.
Blasphemers are often blind to what is right in front of them. Fear not, Rangers. The truth stands.
I activated a tripwire without disarming it, so it's just gonna, like...
Make it to rain gently upon us, but batter our enemies with hail. Gorge yourself upon the entrails of the slain, oh God. Strike down those who stand against us with thy divine lightning. Insolent fools! Did no one teach you to knock? Go on, gods of the clouds and winds, we'll accept our unworthy gift of warm flesh.
You ever wonder, like, what you'd do if the world ended?
You mean, like, some kind of apocalypse or something?
Yeah. Like, the world explodes, civilization collapses. What do?
I mean, obviously, you've got to grab the planetary fragments that give you the best chance of survival.
Obviously. But which ones? Like, do you start with one that's got a bunker on it? Or go for one that's got a lot of water?
Nah, man. You gotta think big. Go for the fragments that still got, like, nukes and shit. Then you can conquer everyone else's fragments and take their stuff.
Whoa, that's pretty hardcore.
Post-apocalypse ain't for the weak, man.
Man.
You ever wonder about the world before the bombs fell? Like, what it took to survive back then?
Different kind of place for sure. For one thing, it was blazing hot. If you didn't wear special suits, you'd get sun poisoning and die.
The sun wasn't even the worst part. It was the water. If you drank too much pure water, you'd dissolve.
That's why you had to cut it with a little uranium dust first. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, well, times were harder then.
Ain't that the truth?
Understood?
Well, we know that's there, so we can, machine commune.
Gods of the sky, we fly these morsels to you.
Oh gods, accept
Reagan be with you.
any day now, Reagan will be reborn. I wish I was audience with the God President.
The God President.
Don't keep the God President waiting. You'll find
Pilgrim?
Oh. Subsystem 2. Alright, so
This ain't a charity, Rangers. You need a med kit? Talk to... If you're looking to get patched up, I'm your gal. They call me the Wyman around here, but I prefer Doc. Well, ain't you polite? Thank you. You'll hear a lot of things about me in this shitty city on the hill. None of them good. But nobody can fault my doctrine, so you don't have to worry. So where? Colorado Springs? Why would I bother trading one dictator with delusions of godhood for another? Besides, Colorado Springs has plenty of doctors, and the Patriarch would likely string me up within a week for speaking my mind.
Yeah, okay, you're probably right.
Well, I was Reagan's second wife behind Reliance, and now I'm not. We'll just leave it at that. Quit! Ha! I was excommunicated. Mother Reliance burned my Nancy wig and used my red suit for a toilet rag. she'd hand me over to the Godfishers if anyone else in this Girl Scout camp knew their way around a med kit. Speaking of, I could use your help to drive that point home. I might be able to waive the fees for treating your wounds, if you're interested. So, like I said, Reliance would have Ronnie light me up if she didn't need me. So, I need to make sure she doesn't start looking at other medical options. Pretty sure the robots at the machine commune have some tricks for healing humans, not just machines. Every once in a while, a Gipper patrol will get lost, injured, and then a couple of days later show up bright as rain, escorted by a couple of robots. Obviously, Reliance has Ronnie blast him before any commie sleeper programming can turn on, but if you're in the commune and get some kind of data on their clinic, I'll heal you up for free from then on. And throw in a few medical supplies, too. Great. Thank you. Just don't mention this to anyone else, huh? Especially not Forge. Pretty sure she wants this intel too. But if I share, it won't win me an inch with Reliance. See for yourself.
Okay.
Sysadmin log entry 509. Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. Another unexpected proclamation today. Mother Nancy has ordered a full audit of Reagan's neural net to try and isolate the cause. Sysadmin log entry 1821. Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. Reagan's behavior is increasingly erratic. He's having conversations with persons only he can see. I fear that I don't have the code craft to make this right. Sysadmin log entry 2403. Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. The God President demanded to speak with Nancy tonight. When we asked which Nancy, he flew into a terrible rage. Had to initiate an emergency shutdown for repairs.
Sysadmin log entry 3314. Testament of Mother Nancy Reliance. This log has reached the end of its usefulness and will be terminated. Effective immediately.
Sorry, partners. Access to this console is restricted by order of the Nancys.
Kill the guard.
What? No, I didn't even realize it. What should I do? Oh, shoot! I didn't even notice. Oh, thanks a million, sir.
Hey there, friends. Sister Nancy Forge, Ronnie's fourth wife, and his armorer. Made all our guns, armor, explosives, and that commie-killing Ronnie statue out on our front porch. Trade secret, meaning I won't sell it, and you couldn't afford it if I did. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate the compliment, though. Thank you. Anyway, I'm the trader here on top of everything else. You need something? I might have it. And if I don't, you probably don't need it. Well, now, kinda you to say so. What did you like best about it? Wasn't easy. Months of coding the connection to Ronnie. About 100 miles of cable. And the testing was a nightmare. Worth it in the end, though, if I do say so myself. Nope, that reminds me. I got some leftovers from that job taking up valuable space. It's yours if you want it. Make sure you put that to good use, Rangers. Ronnie called me to it during one of his spells, way back when I was a girl. She has hands of iron for forging steel, he said. When a god tells you your trade, you best listen. Sure, have a look.
Damn. Might have to buy that. Neutron projector. How much AP does it use to shoot? Range 24. Okay, same range. I thought I bought more 50 caliber ammo. Oh, whatever.
Welcome back, Rangers. What do you need? Blood, sweat, and tears, friend. Blood, sweat, and tears. Scavenged and smelted the plating myself. Hand ground the laser lenses. And spent a year wrapping the wiring. Also hunted and killed 30 or so scar collectors because I had some parts I needed. Steel, servos, and such. More than a few of the statue's bits and bobs have blood on them. A fitting tribute to America's fighting president, right? Of course it is. I made it. And it's imbued with Ronnie's spirit. It's an all-American ass-kicking war machine. Yeehaw! Sure, have a look.
Okay. Just looking at what else we can end up using. Potential is much, much higher in Higgs's hands because of weird science. But you also have to have 7 snipers. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like all that viable.
I wish I was God president.
Man, I got put on the spot.
My fellow Americans, well, turn with me now to the Book of Bonzo.
chapter 12, verse 1. Blessed are the job creators, for the tax cuts they receive will trickle down to the middle class. Well, blessed are the nukes, for they protect our freedom from the evil communists. Blessed is the oil that sustains our military-industrial complex and makes us, well, a shining city on the hill. Rejoice and be glad. Welcome to the Western White House. God, President Reagan is expected. Please come in.
I forget which one we found. Bunch of tutorials. Here.
My American. Well, turn with me now to the book.
Sorry, just trying to.
For the tax cuts they receive.
That's the ending that we
trickle down to the middle class. Well, blessed are the nukes, for they protect our freedom from the evil communists. Blessed is the oil that sustains our military-industrial complex and makes us, well, a shining city on the hill. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great on Wall Street. Success sells. Greed is good. Well, amen. Welcome to the Western White House. God, President Reagan is expected. Please come in. Thank you.
What is this? Those are the Desert Rangers. They work for my father. You promised to keep me safe.
Calm down, Valor. God, President Reagan has everything under control.
Well now, welcome, Patriots. Nancy and I, well, we appreciate your selfless service and want to thank you for it. You are true Americans and, well, good neighbors. Now then, help yourself to some beans and let's get down to business, shall we? As you know. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on Earth, or we'll sentence them to If it takes a blood, let's get it over with. Well, what do you say? Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. How do you tell a communist? Well, it's someone who reads Marx and Lenin. And how do you tell an anti-communist? It's someone who understands Marx and Lenin. It is the Soviet Union that runs against the tide of history by denying human freedom and human dignity to its citizens.
Asking only for purposes of our education, ma'am and sir. We don't mean to upset anyone.
I'll be happy to explain, Rangers. Communism is a foul philosophy that tricks people into giving up their individuality and submitting to the will of the state, which commands them to work for free and relentlessly attack those who don't subscribe to their ideology. It is an evil beyond reckoning.
I think that most people in this country would say yes. They are better off than they were 4 years ago. Why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.
That's enough, Ronnie. You did very well. But it's bedtime for Bonzo now, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Well, I'm sleepy.
I know you are, darling. Night-night. Thank you for joining the God President and I in the sacred server room, Rangers. Before we discuss why you're here, I have a proposition for you. A favor that would make us look more favorably on your requests. My husband, the God President, wishes to transfer his consciousness to a human body. To accomplish this, we must acquire a... What was it, Valor?
A cybernetic transfer module. It's amazing. Basically, what it does is...
That's enough for now, Valor. But yes, we must acquire this transfer module from the filthy communist robots that occupy the Denver airport. Or rather, we'd like you to acquire it, and bring it here, to us. Once God President Reagan has a human body, you'll be rewarded with money, a fine weapon, and we will relinquish our claim on Valor, and restart the oil to Colorado Springs.
We're here to take.
Very well, but I warn you, I have a very limited supply of patience. They call themselves a commune, and say they are working for the betterment of all sentient beings. It's a lie. They put on a friendly face so they can turn humans against each other. Mark my words, they'll try to trick you too. But their end draws near. Once we have what we need from them, they will be dealt with like the dirty communists they are.
It's gonna be an amazing weapon. Have you seen the lasers on Reagan's statue? Like that, only handheld. Awesome! I'm working on it with Sister Nancy Forge. Well, I gave her the idea, anyway.
Yes, Valor. As you say, an awesome weapon. And you shall have it, Rangers. Once Ronnie is human again, of course. The Godfishers are always a danger in Denver. But trained mercenaries such as yourself should be able to handle them. Well? Agreed. But only after Valor helps us transfer God President Reagan into a new body.
That's right. They can't do this without me.
Yes.
After that, they don't need you.
Meanwhile, our home is at your disposal. I'll tell the sisters you can come and go as you please. Make America proud, Rangers.
I mean, they believe this stuff, and I've already had to be committed to upgrading this system, which, on top of the entire army of people I see in here, going against these guys is going to be very, very difficult.
Hey, traveler. Why not visit Denver, the cultural center of free Colorado? Warning. Dangers of Denver include hostile wildlife, scavenging thugs, Reagan-worshipping fascists, rusty nails, collapsing buildings, and background radiation. Denver, the jewel of the North.
Anyway, this is probably as good a spot as any. Oh, Sister Glory. She's one of the only other named characters.
We don't get many famous folks around these parts. So, you got to meet Ronnie face to face. What do you think? Couldn't have said it better myself. Amazing. And looking mighty good for over 100, huh? I'm just kidding with you, mostly. Anyway, do you need anything else? Oh, while you were in there, did Mother Reliance say anything about dealing with the God fishers in the ruins? I mean, I wouldn't say we need it, but, well, we sure could use it. See, the Godfishers been making camps in the ruins and scavenging in our oil field. Feels like they're fixing to make a move on us. Of course, Ronnie blasts some whenever they get too close, but he ain't mobile. And Mother Nancy won't give me the troops I need to fight him. So, well, if you're looking for a paycheck... Well, thanks, Rangers. What else can I do for you? You too.
Cleansing Ice, that's a named character. Alright. We're in equip for now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be siding with this Reagan faction just because it's going to be like needing to take down an entire army if I don't. But there might be an entire army on the other side of this too, so maybe that will. I figure play through and make the major decision. The factions are major-ish, but they're not going to be as major as like siding with Angela Death and versus the Patriarch. That's the big one. These robots might be just like hostile entirely, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. It's just so much to, Anyway, I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to follow button one time. Sub, like, share on the YouTube end of things if you are there. We will see you guys next time. I'll figure out how to proceed here probably in the next one. But yeah, till then, take care. Have a great one. Later on.